made it past that dose of unmusical shredding. Well done. That's the first test on your way to shred glory. Right, anyway, let's get cracking on this. Basically, that clip at the start was just to kind of show you what you can do with some of the ideas that I'm hopefully going to learn from this video about approaching your kind of 3-note per string scales. That was the focus of that one in terms of shred and the rest of it. It's 3-note per string scales, shredding, modes, that kind of stuff. If you're not familiar with the modes and all that sort of thing, don't worry, because I'll probably tab it all out. But it does help. It does help to know about them. I'd recommend that if you have a moment to look them over, and this will probably make a bit more sense. You'll start to recognise the shapes I'm using. But I'll note the frets and all that sort of thing. Right, well the first idea I had in that video was it was this kind of thing. That kind of thing. Oh, I've got the amp very clean, so this is daring on my part. That kind of thing. And I will do a close-up of that now. What I'm basically doing, 2 strings going off shapes, up the neck. You can do, that's exactly how I did in the video, you can take it all the way down, we're in A minor, this kind of... that kind of thing, at lightning speed, but I'm not going to do it because the amp's clean and that's dangerous. Right, so lick number 1, which I attempted to describe and kind of failed, is basically the idea of taking, and you can take any shape that is within A minor, play it, and then play the next one up, and the next one up, so kind of like that idea. So as I say, it really helps to know your scales across, as in this way, up and down the fretboard, because that's what that lick is. So as I played it in the song, that's a bit generous calling it a song, but yes, our A note's here, so I started with it. So an A aeolian. Right, okay, lick 2. For the record, all these licks, I meant to say that in the last one, are all alternate picked. So down, up kind of thing. Right, the next lick, I believe I just went up here and was going... But we'll practice that down here because that's easier. And it's literally just that. Starting on our 7th fret, up to the 8th, and then down to the 7th again and 5th. And then just repeat that, so 7, 8, 7, 5, and that's just over and over again. You get all these cool, you can just, again, with all these licks, you can either work your way up or work your way down. And I can't stretch that far, but yeah. Like that, you can work across scales as well. And then I think I did something that was kind of... like that. Okay, right, the next kind of concept I want to talk about, call it like 3, is it's very a la Paul Gilbert, this kind of pattern, and John Petrucci uses it quite a lot as well. I actually got it from John Petrucci, he always says he got it from Paul Gilbert, so... but it's this concept of... And I use that in a different shape, admittedly, but in that solo. But that's basically... If you're starting on the 5th fret, it's the first 6 notes of the A minor scale. So you've got 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8. And you can work your way up the scale. So that's the concept I was using. This, not just playing through a scale, but kind of you know, taking each set of 2 strings, and going, so 1, 2, 3, da, 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 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so 3 notes on one string and 1 on the other, and then 3 on each, you know, so 3, 1, and then using all 3 notes in each string. In the case of the solo, starting an A up here as opposed to down there, so 12th fret A, and it was this kind of idea. Sorry. So it was something like that. Right, a common thing that I do quite a lot as well is if you are in something like A minor and you take this first 6th note, the Aeolian, you simply jump up an octave and play the same 6 notes but an octave higher. So in this case, it will be 5, 7, 8 on the E string, same again in the A string, but then we jump up into the D string and we play 7, 9, 10, and then the same on the G string. So you get that repetition. You can go up another octave as well, if you really want. Right, so we've got that. So what we can do with this, you could play it just right the way through. And actually hit that high note. Or you could do variations where you could go... that kind of thing. Another alternative as well, when you're jumping octaves, is to actually use 2 positions. So in this case, we can actually move up to before going to the next octave. So what I'm proposing is, so we've got 2 shapes, and then we jump the octave. So we had our 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, 5, 7, 8, and then we're just jumping up. So we've also got the first 2 notes that we just played in the last shape. So we've got 7, 8, 10, and then 7, 8, 10 again. So that kind of idea. And that's much easier because you're not jumping, I think. Another lick that I like to use is quite simply. So, you know, again taking 2 strings, playing 1 note on the first string and 3 notes on the next. To make this kind of pattern. You can move up the shape. So it doesn't sound good clean. I'm gonna throw some gain onto that and try it. Right, again, all these licks sound better with gain.